Hello everyone, Tom Island again. Thank you for staying with me through Tom's tips for telling your child about his or her autism. We're at the halfway point now at tip number 5. Again, if you haven't seen the previous tips, I encourage you to watch them first so you'll understand what this next tip will be about. So, tip number 5. Tell them the pattern has a name and ask if they want to know what it is. Tell them the pattern has a name and ask them if they want to know what it is. And I've got 2 stories tied to this particular tip. The first one, when my parents were telling me about my diagnosis and they asked me if I wanted to know what it was called, I said no and stormed off to my room. A few minutes later I came back, all right, tell me what it's called. While I wasn't so enthusiastic about it, second story, a young man I found out about in Nebraska. He is deaf and has autism. Well, his parents translated these tips that I'm sharing with you into sign language, and by the time they got to this tip, number 5, asked him if he wanted to know what it is, he's like, yes, please tell me what it's called. And I know some kids may not be so enthusiastic like I was, and some might be so eager to know what this pattern of differences is called. But at the very least, there should be a name attached to it. And this could be the biggest answer or the biggest light bulb moment or aha moment for both the child and the parents as well. So again, tell them the pattern of differences established from prior tips. The pattern of differences has a name, and ask the child if they want to know what it's called. And they may say no at first, like I did, but give it time and patience. Maybe they will want to know what the answer is and finally get some answers as to why their life has been so difficult or why they've sensed they are different or something is off about them. So letting them know what that is called. And we're going to say what it's called in the next tip. So stay tuned for that. Again, my website, thomasisland.com. Make sure to pay it a visit. We're going to be back with tip number 6 in a moment. See you there.